It is now the end of October. Not August, not September, but October. And I am exhausted. Like, completely just spent. Gone. But I'm trying to get the strength to stand up and get back to doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Now, I'm telling you, just yesterday, the leaves were green. Then I noticed a little change on the tips of the leaves. Then one day we wake up, the whole tree is yellow. And Brittany and I, we took a weekend trip down to Santa Fe, and when we came back, all the leaves must have been blown off the tree because they were all completely gone. And I haven't done a recap video for August, September, and now I'm doing one for October. And I started thinking, like, am I gonna do this? I ain't got time for that, you know? So I started asking myself, like, well, what are you actually doing these recap videos for? Is it tech talk? Is it about being a filmmaker? Or is it an honest depiction about what it's like to be an artist? And that's what it is. So because of that, I have to be honest about what the challenges are. So and the challenge is the balance, striking the right balance. Every artist I know is struggling with how to survive and how to persevere as an artist. And I am exactly in that predicament. And I'm talking about artists from the small to the big, that runs the whole gambit. They seem to all be struggling with how to strike this right balance. For me, the only way I can do this project is to have a rock solid day job and to crush it at that day job. That affords me the financial stability to be able to carry out a project like this. And it's taken a long time to get here. The difficult part about that, though, is that I am going to be working Monday through Friday during the day on the day job, and at nights trying to prepare for the weekend, where my work then does not stop but actually increases in intensity, because that's where my filmmaking happens, to get me right back to Monday to do the whole thing all over again. And I've been doing that for 3 months straight. Our last shoot date was the second week in October. It's now the fourth week in October. And I thought to myself, this is great because I'll be able to get rejuvenated. Well, that's not what happened. What happened is that I have collapsed. Emotionally and physically, I have collapsed to the point of going, am I depressed? Is that what's going on? I'm like trying to go, why don't I have the vigor to just keep hitting this? It's because I'm exhausted. I am a little surprised that it's taking this long to recover. But when I look at it with some perspective, I'm like, it's no time at all. Of course you're exhausted. You're not depressed, you're exhausted. And that's part of the equation. Okay, so that was sort of the negative side of it, but the positive side of it is this. Although I've overworked myself, my goal of capturing all of the important footage outside before the season changed has happened. And that's tremendous. Okay, this is my script, and back here from start to finish is the entire script. Now up front is my shoot dates. So each one of these tabs is what I'm gonna shoot for that day. Now, when I shoot that, I then put it in this white binder. This is everything that has been shot. So look at this. This is 75% of the script is captured and in the can. I only have 4 shoots left, so 4 shoot dates left. They're all interior. I have full control over those. You know, I mean, it's not, I mean, they could happen this month, next month, or even, as much as I hate to say it, in 2023. The point is that it's easy for very motivated artists to start to get hard on themselves or down on themselves because they aren't progressing as fast as they think they should. But we all ought to be happy and privileged that we are even getting the opportunity to do this. And we probably should be cutting ourselves a bit of a break. I really had to think to myself, am I doing a recap video or am I making a film? Am I a filmmaker or a recapper? I had to put the limited time and resources that I had towards knocking this project out of the park, like kicking ass at this project. And at the expense of going, well, what is it on my plate that can drop? And there was recap videos that are like, boop. I can't do those right now. We have to nail this. So I'm gonna cut myself a little bit of slack. And obviously there is so many things I could be covering. I mean, I had the 3 most intense months of this project have just passed. But you know, I've taken notes and I can recap on those in future videos. So in the meantime, I'm moving on in this kind of critical period to crush this film. Yeah, there you go. So where is my mic? I did so much moving around that I didn't want it on me, so it's not on me. Now, I'm not good at magic, but you know, I have had the finger thing. The finger thing is where you have learned the ability to, if you are able to carefully twist it off, you can actually separate the index tip of the finger from the rest of the finger. So I can do that. I can also improvise. My improv is really good. I got an egg here. But the thing that I'm really good at is this. Watch this. Okay, here we go. Boom, right there. The mic's right there. And that's called magic. Now look, there's lots of ways to implant a mic in a scene. You could put it in a prop or do what I did here where you just have it in there and you paint it out in post. This audio has been terrible. The room is not treated acoustically at all. So it's very echoey, and the further this gets away and it's bouncing off the table, this has been the worst audio I've ever had. But hey, I'm gonna cut myself a little slack some more. So this has been the recap for August, September, and October. We have 10 months down and we have 2 to go. Ugh.